hosts, Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Stephanie.
Yes.
You're 26.
Yes.
You're on LoveLine.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
My question is, me and my husband were thinking about going to like one of them swingers parties.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering what you think about that.
Why were you thinking about that?
I don't know, just to see what it's like.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think with these swingers parties, you can only get in as a couple.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, there'd be 145 guys and one drunk chick getting passed around like a joint at a Doobie Brothers reunion show.
Yeah.
So it's just you and your husband. You show up. There's a bunch of other couples, and everyone gets it on.
Yeah.
Someone ends up getting a penis in the eye and has to go home.
What's motivating you to want to do this sort of thing?
I don't know, just to see what it's like to see if I guess to make our sex life more. I don't know.
What's wrong with your sex life now?
Oh, nothing. It's really good right now.
Then why do you need something more?
I don't know. We never done it. I guess we really don't. We were just going to see what it was like.
You got kids?
Yes.
Don't do it.
That's a mistake.
Huge mistake. Do not do it.
Okay. And then I also have one more question. Me and my husband
Stephanie,
just bought
slow down.
What?
Slow down.
Okay, my husband just bought a 1-900 number.
He what?
He bought a 1-900 number.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of wondering if I could announce the number over the air.
He bought one?
Well, yeah.
No.
And it's a Dateline?
No.
No.
What's it? What's the service?
It's a Dateline.
Uh-huh.
It's a nationwide Dateline.
Singles call in and hook up with other singles?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so before I let you give out the number, don't go the swingers thing because here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, I don't mind people swinging. But the problem is this. You got kids, you have a marriage, you go in, you think you're going to have a good time, then all of a sudden you see your husband performing oral sex on some other guy's wife. It becomes etched into your brain like it was carved into stone, and it screws with you for the rest of the relationship.
Yes, right now
Each time you see him eat a bowl of oatmeal in the morning, it reminds you of that. Especially if you can't find the spoon.
You need to focus on the stability of this relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty stable right now, so I guess I shouldn't mess with that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how stable really it is, Stephanie. I mean,
it's pretty stable.
Well, you're looking for ways to destabilize it then.
Well, then I should stop doing that.
Yes.
That's good. All right, you want to give out that 900 number now?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's 1-900.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There you go.
Police. All right, my girlfriend yelled at me today, said I have to start being nicer to people on the air.
Really?
Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. Oh. And you jump in if I get mean.
I agree.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean,
when has he ever been anything other than the way he is?
He's getting a little
I'm getting progressively meaner.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a note from our program director that he should?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but now he's just mean.
Now I'm just mean.
This guy's an asshole.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, Ann, be quiet now. It's enough out of you.
What?
It only counts with the callers. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
She said I should be meaner with you.
You can't hang up on me. I'll keep talking.
Oh, man, are you lucky. Hey, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. I'd be the mean one. Dr. Drew is the board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist one. Phone number, 1-800-LVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. I went out and bought a pair of $8 socks yesterday, and I never felt better. I recommend it to everybody. It's a bit of a
gym sock? Or like a
gym sock.
They're really soft, aren't they?
They're like a self-esteem boost for everyone. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like 10 mil there.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
All right,
Is there all kinds of stuff in here?
Easy with the sock. Drew's all over my sock. But look at that. It's like sliding your foot into two little mummy sleeping bags and then putting your shoe over it.
Right.
Normally, in my entire life, my sock shopping experience has been I go for the Chub Pack.
Yeah, the 12.
I go down to the market for $8 or like $3. I get 24 socks.
But what? You wash those once, like putting in a burlap sack.
Right, and then my heel bursts through.
Yes.
The second time I put them on, but then I wear them anyway because I start turning them so that the heel hole moves over to the side where the ankle is.
I do that too.
But I rarely, I've done some Chub Pack sock math, and I figured out that it's about 8 cents a sock I normally pay. And, boy, I'll tell you with socks, folks, it may not be this with many things in life, but with socks, you get what you pay for. Buy those $8 socks,
Adam,
everyone.
Did you only buy one pair?
Bought one pair.
So we're going to see these every night, aren't we?
Yes.
Great.
I'm actually feeling like I may start rotating it. Like tonight I'm wearing the two $8 socks or $4 piece socks. I may work in one of the Chub Pack socks and just keep one good one like on my good foot, like my left foot. And sort of rotate the stock a little.
Good that day.
Yes, I will reward the foot that's been the best with the most expensive sock. All right. Anyway, it's just a little something you can do for your self-esteem, kids. Go out there, buy some nice socks. You're worth it. Kevin.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just calling because, the other week, I have two questions. But the other week, you were talking about shrooms and how they're not addictive.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were talking, me and a guy that I live with. There's four of us in an apartment. We're talking, and he says that we're just talking, and then all of a sudden he's talking about how pot's not addictive, and I said, no, you're full of crap. Okay, first of all, I want to hear Adam's opinion on this before I hear Drew's.
Okay.
So go ahead and turn off Drew's mic for a second.
Can you do that? Wow, we're taking listener requests to shut off Drew's mic. I like that. Very nice, Kevin.
So, first of all, I want to know, is smoking pot addictive? Because I can point to any number of my friends.
Yes. Here's the deal. I think it's addictive in two ways. I don't think it's a black and white issue. It's addictive like, hey, it makes me feel good. It's cheap. It's easy. It's fast. I have a good time with it. I don't like reality quite that much. So I got some momentum with this. It's good. I mean, it's a lot of things that are addictive are good, or that are good become sort of addictive. Things you get into, whether it's a food or music that you listen to over and over again, whatever it is, you pick your poison. People like certain things, and when you like it, you tend to do it more than things you don't like. So there's that aspect of it, and then there's the part of it making you feel a certain way. It sort of changes you. It alters you, and you get used to that, and that becomes a bit of an escape, and then that becomes sort of a lifestyle. I don't think it's addictive like crack cocaine, like you have a hit and then you got to rip out your grandpa's pacemaker to sell it at a pawn shop so that you can get another hit. It falls under the heading of, hey, this is good, this is cheap, it makes me feel good, I want to get into this.
Okay, so chemically it's not addictive at all.
I think I think Drew would say, because Drew's mic's turned off.
Thank you.
That I think anybody with a predisposition to any chemical addiction can get addicted to any chemical.
It turns out this is one chemical that's not true for. That it clearly a subset.
Shut Drew's mic off. I don't need this.
But in other words, it is even a narrower subset. It's not all alcoholics or all chemically predisposed people.
Well,
it's a subset.
All right, I didn't mean all of them.
But all alcoholics are predisposed to, say, cocaine addiction.
Right.
They are,
oh, I see.
Or to heroin addiction, but they are not all predisposed to marijuana addiction. It's a subset of alcoholics typically that get this, and there's a lot of nonsense out there about this being so-called psychologically addictive. Look, addiction is a substance use that you either can stop or you cannot stop, and if you cannot stop it, you're addicted. That's it. And it turns out when you study people that cannot stop in spite of mounting consequences from the use, it's a biological problem. It's not a psychological problem. It's motivated by psychological issues, but once it takes over to the point that you cannot stop in spite of it destroying your life, then the biology is operating.
Right. But, like, I drink coffee. I don't know if I could quit coffee.
If you got a cancer somewhere or something, you'd stop immediately, and you would not look back.
Yeah. And I think a lot of marijuana smokers could do that as well.
No, it turns out I've dealt with many of them and who start making deals and they will do anything but stop. There's one guy.
Well, it's true. If you do got cancer, you got to get high. I mean, come on, please.
Look, it's the same with the cigarette smokers. The true addicted cigarette smokers are the ones who will be smoking through their tracheostomies and after their heart attack and that sort of thing.
Right.
They can't stop in spite of what's happening to them.
You ever known anyone to get the tracheostomy so they could just smoke 2 cigarettes even when they were in perfect health?
Like one on each side?
No, just one in the trachea, one in the mouth.
Oh, that's nice.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
You didn't get what I'm saying?
Yes, I did.
Well, why'd
Now
you
I
say
do.
one on each side?
Because once there's an opening here, nothing comes out of here.
Really?
It just goes out here.
Really?
Unless you close it, and then you close it.
Well, you close it with a cigarette, don't you?
Okay.
You don't have 2? You don't do 2 tracheostomies,
Well,
do
I
you?
thought you were suggesting something. Let's get on.
Okay, can we move on,
Yes,
Drew?
please.
All right, please try to follow along.
Thank you.
Alicia.
Hi.
You're 13.
Yes. Here's my situation. There's this girl at school, and she's spreading rumors about me.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying that I'm a lesbian and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to do. And she's like telling all my friends at school.
Yeah. Why don't you get yourself some $8 socks? That'll make you feel better about yourself. Nice big thick ones like a lesbian would wear.
Why can't you defend yourself?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
What difference does it make?
I never quite understand this, they're turning the whole town against me or they're turning the school against me. I went to school. There were some a-holes and some nice guys. Once in a while, someone would say something about you, but no one really seemed to care that much. And it was mainly the people in your very immediate clique, like your 5 good friends, that seemed to make a big deal over it, although those are the people you could talk to who allegedly like you in the first place.
Although it's a big deal if you feel as though you're losing all your friends. Is that what you feel like?
Yeah, she was at a party Saturday. And
But your feeling is, it's probably not about this rumor. There's some reason why people are sort of dumping on you and not hanging in with you. What's your relationship's been like with your friendships?
I don't know. They're okay.
Well, why are they saying this?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No, I got in a fight with her.
It's not based on anything.
No.
They just decided to make it up.
What was the fight about?
Yeah, that she would start stuff between people and she says I'm talking crap about her.
So it's based on the fight that you got into?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's something. Can you not hang around with this person?
She hangs out with all my friends.
Mm-hmm. Your friends don't know you well enough or don't trust you or won't believe you?
I've known them ever since like 5th and 6th grade.
All right, well, then just tell them. And don't spend too much time telling them. It makes it sound like you're guilty.
Just build some support from your friends. Let them know that you need them and you care about them and you're being hurt by this. That's all.
There's no trick answer here.
Well, you know
Although,
what
like I said, I never quite understand any of these situations.
Sometimes
there's always something more than that meets the eye.
That's right. Sometimes people are desperate and clingy to friends. Kids this age can't they want to get away from that. And as soon as somebody starts a rumor, they sort of take that as an opportunity to push this person away because they've already been sort of intruded upon.
Well, let's put it this way. Everyone close your eyes. Go back to junior high. Drew, pull your pants up, please. That's not where I was going here. And think about some rumor you heard about someone else that you can remember, or that you care about, or that you cared about at the time.
It defines empty set.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Nothing.
I can't think of anything. There's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And no one cares. And basically, in life, no one cares either, by the way. It's just, when you're young, you think people care.
Right.
Now, when you're young, you spend a lot of time trying to convince people not to care. No, that's not me. And then when you get to be my age, you try to convince everyone to care. It's too late. They don't.
Oh, I saw Primary Colors this weekend.
How was that?
Interesting. Not a great film.
What'd you do? See it at the theater?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Look at Drew.
Yeah.
Going outside, everybody.
Yeah, that's something. We saw it, ran out, saw it.
They wheeled the casket right up to the theater, and you just poked your head out.
No, they propped it up.
And propped it up.
In the back.
Door swung up. You're in there between the wheelchairs,
Yeah,
the handicap
that's right.
section.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, wasn't that great?
It's interesting. Really interesting. We'll talk about it.
Vicky,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Okay. I was going out with this guy, Alex, for about 3 weeks. And I moved really fast in my relationships, and I got engaged to him. But the thing is, or was, whatever.
Moving fast usually means making out at the first
It's like
date.
a hand job on the second day.
Yeah. Not getting engaged.
It was that on the second day.
Getting engaged.
Like, all the way.
I'm totally baffled. How long had you been dating him before you got engaged?
Like 2.5, 3 weeks.
That's ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
Thank you, Drew.
But anyways, on Monday, this past Monday, he got engaged to one of my best friends.
Well,
okay.
And then he broke up with me on Wednesday. And he didn't even break up with me. He broke up with my machine.
What's up with this guy?
He broke up with your vibrator?
My machine, the answering machine.
What's up with this guy, Vicky?
I've been doing this job too long, Drew.
I don't know. I don't know what to do about it.
What's up with him? Is he nutty?
Huh?
Of course he's nuts.
But I mean, is he obviously nuts?
I don't know.
Is he on drugs?
Actually, he does some drugs, but...
Of course.
What's he doing?
I haven't seen him.
Well, forget about him. Let's talk about Vicky.
Just real quick, has he ever been hospitalized psychiatrically?
No.
Have you?
Actually, yeah, because of what he did to me.
What'd he do to you?
Well, him going out with my best friend, getting engaged to her after one day is like, oh my God, I just like flipped out.
And you went to the hospital?
You tried to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh boy.
yeah. All we can do is say, stay with the team that's treating you. Hang in there.
How old is this guy?
He's 17.
They'd be thankful that this guy's out. You've only known him for 3 weeks. This is not a real relationship. This is a mirage. It's a mess. It's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
You're pouring
mirage involves date trees and palm trees and cool water.
Understand,
this
Vicky,
guy's like, it doesn't involve a El Camino with Bondo on the door and ill-fitting jeans.
But to the person like Vicky from a disturbed family, undoubtedly she comes from, this was going to be her rescue. This was going to be her mirage in the desert.
I see.
And she poured all of that into it, right, Vicky?
Yeah.
Yeah. And doesn't work like that. You whatever sort of abuse you suffered, you just found another abuser to cast a play with, and have him act it out on you all over again.
I don't want him to do it to my friend.
Well, I forget about the friend right now. Just you take care of yourself. You've had a very serious consequence from this relationship. Stay in your own treatment.
Did you watch 60 Minutes tonight?
Stay away from that guy. No.
Oh, they did a whole expose on these colleges, and nice ones, like Brown and Yale and that sort of stuff. And they're all teaching these classes on alternative sexual lifestyles as if, as if they're giving it a lot of legitimacy, put it that way. S&M and
here's
alternative
the
stuff.
Deal about that. It's being taught usually by anthropologists and sociologists.
No, it's being taught by gay guys.
Yeah, I understand.
I saw the expose.
No, I understand, but it's not people with clinical backgrounds.
It's funny, though. The male professor I was looking at, I go, hey, this dude looks like a chick. And then when they interviewed the female professor, my thought was, hey, this chick looks like a dude.
You know what I liked when they said that Abraham Lincoln was gay?
Well, he didn't really go out and call him a homo, but he had a male
loving relationship
with
a man he slept in bed with for 3 years.
Right. Yeah, that's nice. There you go. And by the way, what's it supposed to do for me? Lincoln's gay. Hey, Mike, drop your pants. I'm going to blow you now. I was all wrong about this gay thing. Come on, get that penis out. I had no idea that one of our forefathers was gay this way. He's a great man, this Lincoln. That's what happened to his jaw, apparently. People thought it was a disease, but it wasn't. It's too much time with the penis in the mouth. He had, that's where the Lincoln Law comes from,
By the way, I've read a lot of the letters written by his law partner, and it didn't sound like that kind of relationship.
Well, listen, when you're gay, you can read that into anything, please. You read the ingredients on a Bisquick container and say it was written full of gay rhetoric. All right. Where are we, Drew?
Mike.
Mike, yes. You're 21.
Yep.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say, y'all, I love the show. The show's the bomb.
Thanks.
My question, I guess, is for both y'all. I was wondering, I have a problem. Every time I date or start a relationship with a girl, I get really, really emotionally attached. And, I mean...
This is like what we were talking about with the friendships and that younger girl a few minutes ago. People that are clingy and pour all of their old stuff into every potential intimate relationship.
No.
Because I guess I'm longing for some. I don't know. But
no, wait a minute. Adam is sighing the sigh of his own history here.
Yeah. What'd your mom do? Take a crap on you when you were young?
Nah.
Really?
Nah, she didn't.
No, she did.
Nah.
Yeah, she had to take maybe not a crap, but she at least urinated on your foot, right?
No, nothing like that. I don't.
Not that he's aware of. Anyway.
Where's your mom? You like her?
Yeah, I love my mom. I've never met my father. He dogged her out when he got her pregnant.
Uh-oh. Drew's got a puss on. You're not a friend of Abe Lincoln's, are you?
Nah, not me.
It's going to be our new gay name.
Never knew him.
Your friend of Abe?
Nah, never knew him.
Abel. Friend of Abel.
You ever blow a guy in a stovepipe hat?
No.
No. Okay.
All right, Mike. What we're getting at is that there may be some sort of unmet issues or non-empathic kinds of parenting that went on here as you're growing up to make it difficult for you to have intimacy safely. And, it's not an uncommon thing. It doesn't mean the end of the world that you're 21. You may or may not be able to get a handle on this behavior you have. You know it's wrong.
You grow out of it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tough months before it, but you get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
He needs to have a few failures.
Yeah, but anyway, listen, there's nothing magical we can tell him. There's no quick answer. There's no pill he can take. I was in the middle of this when I was about 21, and I knew exactly what was going on, and I still couldn't do a damn thing about it. It's like some sort of nightmare where you're in a bad dream, but you can't wake up, and you're just as miserable.
Did you really know? Is it only in retrospect you really think you knew?
Yeah, when I was like 21, 22, I just got dumped by my first girlfriend, and all these old horrible feelings from my bad relationship with my mom and everything came pouring out. I was
You actually
miserable.
knew you were aware that's where they came from.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, I was in therapy. I was talking to my shrink about it. I was absolutely miserable, but I knew intellectually exactly what was going on, but I was powerless. I couldn't do a damn thing. It's like someone who's strung out on junk who knows what's going on and they can't stop. All right. But not worry. I went over there, got my softball mitt, found the condom, and almost drove off a bridge on the way home. All right, Drew.
Yeah.
Why don't you sell the hell out of the next call?
Rachel, 14, masturbates to herself while looking in the mirror until orgasm. Is that normal?
I'm a little gassy tonight. I got news for you, Drew.
Yeah,
so
I was just going to bring that up, but off the air.
Yeah, I'm just putting that out to producer Ann so she doesn't come stumbling in here. All right, we'll be back with more Drew, more me, more my gas, all after this.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Phone number's 1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back. WEBN. It's not hard to swallow. We've got a frog in our throat.
Lick it up.
It's LoveLine.
WEBN.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Can I go now?
Hey, yes you can, Bob. Saw Bob tonight on his TV show.
Oh, is it out already?
No, the one where he plays the rabbit or the dog.
Right.
And Happily Ever After. It's a show you don't know is on.
Right.
But it's been on for like 4 seasons.
Really?
And Bob's laughing all the way to the bank.
Is it a cartoon?
No, it's UPN or something.
Huh.
It's on Sunday nights, like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Huh.
You know? All right. What do you know, Drew?
Didn't know it was on.
Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Tim Meadows is coming up here on Tuesday from Saturday Night Live. Know him?
Mm-mm.
He's the black guy from Saturday Night Live.
I know Saturday Night Live.
He's the black guy? He's not Eddie Murphy?
I was going to say, it could be Eddie Murphy or
No.
Eric Morris. What's his name?
Garrett Morris? No, not Garrett. Tim is the ladies' man. I see by the Cavassier bottle that our time is up. You never saw that?
No.
Okay. It's on at night, Drew.
Ah.
Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Been on 25 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last time I saw it was about 25 years ago.
All right. Tim Meadows, I'm interested in talking to you because I think Tim has been on the show for about 3 seasons now, maybe even 4, and has not really had any kind of notoriety until recently. I mean, he always played these little bit roles.
I know he's a shorter guy.
Yeah.
I know he is.
And
he's been on a long time.
He's like the black Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
And he's starting starting to pick up momentum. He's doing different characters. He's getting more involved, and it's kind of nice. Oh, yeah, he does a funny Tiger Woods, too. All right, Drew, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're 14. You masturbate in front of the mirror to yourself.
Yeah. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you? Is this a? Are you stimulating yourself visually, or just trying to sort of fine tune your technique? Because a lot of guys will swing a golf club and stuff in front of a mirror just to make sure their shoulders are aligned and their hips are rotating. Is it for that reason?
No, it's kind of like, it's hard to explain. I mean, I just stand there in front of the mirror, and I like start stripping my clothes off little by little, and pretty soon I'm masturbating. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to not find others really attractive.
I suspect some of this is just sort of normal developmental stuff.
Okay.
Everyone's allowed to do a little weirdness for a while they're sort of sorting things out.
Well, I've been doing this for quite a while, so.
Mm-hmm.
How long?
Probably about a year and 2 months or something.
How often you do it?
About 3 to 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm. We'll call it 5 to 6.
Quite often.
Uh-huh. And you're not interested in boys?
Not really. I mean, I don't even find girls interesting.
But this is good. I mean, imagine if she were...
Good, yeah. True. You should be so lucky that your daughter masturbates to her own image in the mirror.
Yeah, that's right.
But you'd like it to go on until her mid-40s?
About there, yeah.
About 40, 45?
Yeah, 38, something like that.
Okay. Hey, Rachel.
Yeah.
Is there anything we should know about that may have led you down this path?
Well, actually, yeah. It kind of ties in with my next question because, see, I use the faucet to sometimes help me get off.
The Ann Wilkins method.
The faucet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you owe Ann like a nickel each time you employ that technique.
Exactly.
Is it one of those handheld ones?
No, in the shower.
Oh, okay.
In there, and see, that was the only way that I could get an orgasm.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've had sex before, but...
Oh, you have? Wait a minute.
Things are changing here.
Hold on now.
How old were you when you first had sex?
I lost my virginity on my 12th birthday.
To whom?
Yeah.
To whom?
But...
To whom?
Okay, a guy around the block.
How old is he?
He was 17.
Yeah. All right. So we're changing our tune a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
But I didn't
You call that rape, Drew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I talked to my counselor about it, and they reported it, so...
Good.
That's been taken care of.
Wow.
Okay, good. Good for you.
Rachel sounds like Jodie Foster. Does she sound like a young Jodie Foster?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, but I wasn't getting any pleasure from guys, so...
Yeah, you're 14. That's fine. You should be getting pleasure from a Hello Kitty stick-on toys, please. 14.
Yeah.
14, and men were not bringing her to the place that she desired. I said, well, can you believe this crap? What the hell are we doing with our lives, Drew?
Well,
I can't believe this. I know, but I'm 33. It's weird talking to a 14-year-old about what she does in the tub.
I'm obsessed with you, Adam.
Uh-oh.
Seriously.
Let me tell you, I'm no tub spigot. I got news for you.
Yeah.
You get more pleasure out of a loofah that fell in the tub than me.
I doubt that.
No, I think pretty much everybody knows Adam would vouch for that.
I am. I'm like one big loofah. I got that much hair on me. I'll take that old skin off you.
Okay.
I'll soften those
loofah
calluses.
moves more, though.
The loofah moves more, everybody. True. Yeah. I mean, you open the window and the wind kicks up. That loofah can move 3-4 inches down the side of the tub. I'm like a glacier.
Right.
I'll work you like a glacier, baby.
That's if you get out of bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, listen, Rachel.
Yeah.
You're fine, but you're not totally fine.
Okay.
Don't have sex with any more guys.
Please.
Okay.
For a
can
while.
I ask you my question?
What's the
though?
question?
No.
Yeah, what's the question?
Right.
Okay, well, see, I used the faucet before I had lost my virginity. Do you think that could have had an effect on why I could never have an orgasm?
No.
You shouldn't.
No.
The reason you have an orgasm is you're not emotionally in a place.
Not unless the aerator broke off and it's somewhere we don't know about.
You're not emotionally in a place where you could be sufficiently connected with a male, or choose the right one to be able to achieve that kind of intimacy. Don't expect it.
No. Oh. Drew, is there some operation you can give your kids so they do not become sexual?
No.
Is there
But if you find one, I'll be interested.
Here's what I'm saying. Is there some component, some part, like, almost like, I'm trying to think. It's like if you had a car and you just took the distributor cap off.
Right, just for a while. You can put it back on.
You just pop it back on.
Right.
You can, and it's the type of thing where you put it back on and let them drive it around, but when you went to work, you popped the thing off, you threw it in your briefcase, you went to work.
That's where the whole concept of the chastity belt came in.
I tell you, there's something to this. God damn, there's something to that. With today's technology, we could really do one. We do one we'd put like some sort of aloe vera or something in it so it wouldn't, there wouldn't be chafing. We'd make it out of...
lasers?
Yeah, we'd make it out of some space-age material, something light, some composite, like honeycomb
And there
material.
could be a little DNA sensor. If anybody penetrates it, we got to identify who it was.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Something like that Denver boot that they have for cars, just for the crotch area.
With a locator.
Somebody's got it. Yeah, with a low jack.
Right.
I'm gonna put the club on my boys. Take the penis and slide the club over. Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't find the keys. Hold on. Tony?
Tommy.
Oh, Tommy?
No. Tony?
No, it is Tommy.
Tammy?
Tammy. There we go.
Tammy.
I was wondering if that was me. My question, long story, make it short. I'm 22. I've been married 4 years, been with my husband for almost 6. But I don't know how to explain this. Okay. I refer to him as the king of quickies. Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't care.
That's nice. Does he wear a crown?
I'm a very blunt person. I can't help it.
No, at least it's an endearing term. It's
Yeah.
not being too disparaging.
But, I mean, even no matter what foreplay, no matter how slow we try to take it, I mean, we start having sex and boom, he's done. And I'm going, hello, did I miss something here? Because we don't know.
And he's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could do that. I really do.
But it's frustrating.
Yeah.
To want to take time and just enjoy being with your partner, and it don't happen.
How long does it take him?
I'd say probably 5 minutes tops.
Hey, Drew, have they ever looked into this? I mean, why is it for some guys it's almost arduous? You know what I mean? They really got to get it going.
The shorter, the more evolutionary advantage there is.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, because you can do it like while the woman's father is running down some dirt road at you swinging an axe, you can still squeeze one off if he's like a block away.
Well, and the point is that the genes are then made available.
Right,
and
yeah, you can spread it all around the village.
That's right.
So there's probably more guys who can do this.
That's right.
And see, like when we were younger, it was, I mean, like if he used a condom or something, it would take longer. I don't know if it desensitized him or what.
Why doesn't he do that again now?
We do now because I'm not on birth control anymore, but it doesn't work like that anymore.
Yeah, he's just tired. He don't have anything to prove. Hold on. Oh, I let a good one go. And I'm telling you, you're in trouble tonight, Drew. Huge amounts of trouble. All right.
Is there like anything we could try, or I don't know what to do? Frustrating more than anything.
All right. Can you just have him perform a lot of oral sex on you before the whole thing gets kicked off?
Well, we've done that before, and it still just it don't work.
It doesn't work.
Well, I mean, it'd be nice if he would last longer.
Well, wait a minute.
Did I miss something here?
Yeah, Drew broke wind. All right, now wait a minute. Okay. Wow, that's bad. Drew's out in the hall. All right, Drew's out in the hallway, everybody. All right, Drew, stay out there. I'll take it from here. All right. Oh boy, you got to get him to. You got to get him to remove a chamber from. I mean, a bullet from the chamber before the gun's going off too quick, right? Get him to masturbate 20 minutes before you get down and nasty.
Okay.
And have him double down. Listen, here's what I would tell the guy. Drew, you all right? Girls, tell me if you agree with this. I'd tell the guy, listen, you're putting in 40 minutes. Now, whether that's 35 minutes of humping and 5 minutes of licking, or 35 minutes of licking and 5 minutes of humping, you do the math. Whatever way you want to break it down, but you're putting in 40, and you're putting it in on me. Punch in. Get that. I don't know where you're putting the time card, but punch in. There's what you tell him. All right. Drew's in the other room now. I've knocked 2 people out of the studio so far. We'll be back.
I feel so liquidy. Really? Why? You're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, I'll be right back.
We're not not keeping you up, are we?
I'm pitching a tent.
Oh, that's good. It's LoveLine.
Is available only at the
There's no alternative.
Hey, this is Rob from White Zombie, and you're listening to Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla on LoveLine.
Hey, Rob. Haven't seen him in a while. Actually, we saw him at the MTV Video Awards we went to last year, Drew.
Yep, you say so.
When was that?
That was last June, I think.
Last June?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we got those seats that were about 4 rows.
That was the movie awards. That was the
movie awards?
Yeah.
Isn't that the video awards? Oh, no, the movie awards, yeah. When was that?
It was around this time.
Yeah.
I don't know when the hell
got those seats that were so far back in the bleachers that folks thought we were doing a bit.
Yes.
Hey, Adam and Drew, what are you doing back here?
Yeah. They got a camera on you back here?
You got some kind of bit planned? Nope, that's the tickets they gave us. Oh, okay. Some chick I knew went to high school with was sitting in front of me. And where'd you get your tickets? I just went down to Music Plus and got them today.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll keep tabs on everybody. Don't worry. I don't need to write anything down. I'm like Santa. I know who's been naughty and who's been nice. Believe me. Maybe.
What did she say?
Music Plus or Licorice Pizza. I guess they've both been out of business for 40 years now.
Oh, is that right?
Although I'm sure Licorice Pizza went down. Well, the whole CD thing screwed Licorice Pizza. There used to be a big chain out here called Licorice Pizza, and it was real big, like when I was in junior high and stuff. But the Licorice Pizza, I guess, referred to the vinyl record.
Right.
And once you're pretty much into CDs and DATs, you're kind of screwed with the Licorice Pizza.
Platinum California Pizza.
Okay, shut Drew's mic off, would you please? Thank you. All right, where the hell were we? Claudia.
Yes.
You're 32.
Yes, I am.
You're on LoveLine.
Thank you. You guys are great.
Thank you. I'm a little gassy tonight, Claudia. I got to be honest with you.
I've heard. That's not good.
And what is it? What is that? Oh, thank you for having the mic back on here. But what is it about men that they can do that with pride and then laugh uncontrollably at their peers' misery?
I was going all night tonight too.
But what is that?
I don't know.
I don't think you don't think anything's funny, Adam.
No, I don't laugh at anything except for stuff that comes out of people's butts. It's really sad. I tell you, my dog got up and left the room. It's like, hey, I've had enough of this nonsense. I'll go out and lick my nuts. And it's a female dog, so it's a tall order.
Wow.
All right, so Claudia, what's going on?
Well, I have a question, first of all, about if it's normal or not to masturbate.
For a female.
For a female.
It's not uncommon. Is it normal or are you otherwise functioning normally sexually?
Yeah, that's fine. No problems at all.
You have orgasms.
Mm-hmm.
And you're with you have a husband or a partner?
Yeah, my husband.
And there's no problem functioning?
No, none at all.
Yeah, but what? I mean, here's what's behind it. You're having orgasms, you're having normal sexual function, and then your husband goes out of town on business for 2 weeks. Don't you kind of go, hey, missed that orgasm?
No, well, I am married, so.
No, but if he's away for a couple of weeks.
So your husband goes out of town.
Right. Well, he doesn't need to go out of town for us not to always have sex. Do you know what I mean?
No.
We're married, so. Sex.
No, Claudia.
Okay,
yeah.
Let me rephrase this.
You stay where you are, and he has to go on a business trip somewhere.
Okay.
And he's away for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And you miss him.
Yep. Nope. No desire to do that.
Okay.
Nothing. I mean.
You know, it's the newer, nicer LoveLine now, Claudia. Last week I would have been calling you an idiot, but not this week.
I was hesitant to call in, Adam, because I did not want you to consider me a caller like your normal sorts.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Anyway, no, I think what I do think is it might have something to do with my Catholic upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
But, in high school and everything, in health class, you'd learn about it, and I just never was curious or wanted...
Mm-hmm. But you don't feel guilty?
No. You always talk about masturbating. Obviously, I know it's different, Adam, because you're a guy and I'm a girl, but... these women that call up with these things that I just don't...
No, listen, not all women are into this.
Yeah, okay.
Certainly not my mom.
Okay.
Nor Drew's mom, right, Drew?
You have discussions with your mom about it?
No, I just don't like to think of her diddling herself.
All right.
Okay.
But, yes.
I have another question for you because...
Okay.
for Drew. Last week, Drew, you were talking about the gene. My father's an alcoholic, and I'm the youngest of kind of a large family, and nobody in my family is alcoholic, and I believe it's because of my mother. Again, the strong Catholic upbringing, but she was always there to tell us.
Just because you have the gene doesn't mean you're going to manifest disease.
Okay.
So usually the person will then have a child with the disease.
Right. Okay. Because she was always just there telling us, it's not your fault that he's a complete idiot. But
it's not uncommon when they talk about the gene or the disease skipping a generation. It's usually because somebody's had such a bad experience growing up with the disease. They never touch alcohol, but then they have children whom they are not exposing with the same intensity the issues around the alcohol use.
Right. Well, I'm a big proponent of no children, so
great,
Adam, I'm there with you.
Yeah. See, the sort of catch-22 is we don't mind you having children. You don't masturbate. And you love your husband.
People like me should probably have children, but
that's
people
right.
That shouldn't, don't.
I didn't fart. Did you fart again, Drew?
No.
It wasn't me.
It's just sort of making its way around. My that fart was like Kareem on his farewell tour. He just sort of went from city to city, got gifts, rocking chair, Harley Davidson motorcycle, then moved on to the next city. All to sell out arenas and thunderous applause. All right, I'll see if I can't let another prisoner out. There may be a jailbreak coming up soon here. Sandy.
Yep, hi.
You're 31.
Yep.
What's going on, old-timer?
I remember that Dr. Drew said he has triplets.
Yes, that's right.
And it just occurred to me that I have a question I'd like to ask him. I just found out I'm pregnant with quadruplets.
Oh, boy.
And my doctor is recommending that I have a selective reduction.
Okay, let me get some information. How far along are you?
7 weeks.
And is all of them are developing normally?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
4 heartbeats this week.
Are you a big person?
Oh, my God.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Not a big person. Is that what you asked?
Yeah, you're a small person?
Very small, yeah.
Oh, boy.
I would strongly urge you to follow your doctor's recommendations. For instance, this set of 7 or 8 that just came along, I'm sure people were recommending that they reduce. And you have to understand that you are risking...
they're still recommending they reduce even after they're born, I think.
Here's my take on this, is that you are risking your life, you are risking the safety and life of all 4 by trying to go for 4, and you are raising kids in really an unnatural environment where their parenting needs can never be fully met. I really think triplets is just about the limits of what parents can do.
Even Drew's kids are going to be a little screwy.
And you have to pour resources into it, and you have to know that you've got tons available for them and just dedicate your life to these kids when you have 3. 4, to me, I think we would have selectively reduced, but I don't know that you should go down below 3. Oftentimes they'll go from 4 to 2. Is that what they're telling you to do?
Yeah, and I've really been thinking about that. I mean, I feel horrible about any of it. And
but remember, you're trying to salvage everybody.
Yeah.
And in order to do
I've had 3 pregnancy losses over the last 2 years, and so this is like.
Was this a fertility treatment?
Yeah. Well, no. He's been treating me for pregnancy loss and giving me progesterone and things like that.
Yeah.
But he said this has never happened before on a regular non-fertility.
Oh.
Him anyway.
Wow.
All right. Selective reduction is sort of nice for abortion. Right?
Of not of the entire pregnancy, but of some part.
No, he said go down to 2. Yeah. But I was even wondering what would be.
You might consult with some of the academic institutions, because some of them will not go from 4 to 2, as I understand it. They only go from 4 to 3 because the technology is such that the probability of giving you 3 healthy kids is pretty high. So they don't really feel ethically appropriate going all the way down to 2. Because the safety issues are not there.
Yeah, he did mention that that each time you make a pass in with the needle, that you have a percentage increase.
Right, that's right. Oh. So I would, we had quads to begin with, by the way, and 1 dropped out naturally.
Really?
Yeah, and I would have been inclined to. I would just follow the directions, because I remember when we first got pregnant, the physician sat down and said, "Don't have 3 kids." Not because you won't have 3 healthy kids, but parent survival is crappy with triplets. That the health of the mom, the psychological well-being of both parents, the health of the relationship are miserable with triplets.
Well, your wife dies during childbirth, and you die 2 weeks earlier when she finds you banging your secretary because the stress is too much, and she puts a bullet to the back of your head. Do you spring 2 more breasts, by the way, if you have the quintuplets?
That's it.
What does she have? Quintuplets?
Quads.
What do they call it?
Quadruplets.
Quadruplets? Oh, okay. Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
How do they get rid of the one? I mean, you got 4 little kittens in you. You got to take care of one. You got to get one out of there, right?
The one that's closest to the surface, the most accessible by needle through the abdomen.
No.
Then they inject fluid into it that kills it, and then it sloughs off by itself. And now's the time too. She's got to do it right around now.
And they'll probably have some sort of closeout sale at the hospital or something. They take the. Wayne said now's the time. So they find the one that's like toward the skin, the wide far, and they poke a big needle through.
Yeah.
And where do they poke the fetus?
Right into it.
Wherever.
Yeah.
Wherever.
Yeah. Well, I think they try to get to the heart. I think the potassium solution, as I understand.
And then I've
never seen this procedure done. I've just heard about it.
And then they put like a poison in it.
Yeah.
What's potassium? It's salt, right?
It's just an electrolyte that can stop the heart, basically.
And do they know when the thing stopped?
Yeah.
Because they see it on the ultrasound?
Right.
And then once it's dead in there,
then it sloughs out.
Other ones eat it?
No, it kind of either sloughs out or just absorbs.
What do you mean just absorbs?
It can just convolute and be absorbed by your immune system.
Not at 7 months.
7 weeks.
Oh, I thought you said 7 months.
No, 7 weeks.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive.
That would be pretty brutal at 7 months.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. 7 weeks, please. That's it. Let's eat. Come on. 7 weeks. That's nothing. And she said they had heartbeats and stuff.
I think it was about 20% risk of losing the entire pregnancy when you do that. So,
why?
Because the irritation destabilizes the attachments. And the whole thing. The uterus expels the whole thing.
That's it. The more I hear about this, the more I realize I have to mate my dog with Dave, the guy who works at my house, and that's it. That's as far as I'm going.
With Dave?
Yeah. Dave, big guy, got kicked out of the military.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Those are going to be your kids.
Yeah.
I see.
He's a good guy.
You don't need your genes, of course. And
he's fairly loyal. He's more loyal than the dog is.
And you won't be so upset if something should happen because it'll be part dog.
The dog's better looking than Dave.
Yeah?
So,
I've seen that, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? It's great. It's like having Mel from Alice, like a short order cook, like a guy who's like pissed off all the time working at your house. I always send him down. He's like a dog who can move the car. All right, we'll go to break and then we'll come back.
This is LoveLine. LoveLine will be right back.
Everybody. All right, phone number for LoveLine. Oh, forget about that. We got to do a little break. Drew's on the phone here. We'll be back in 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on
radio station. We're the G spot on your radio dial.
Oh, yeah, right there.
LoveLine on 102.7.
Oh.
WEBN, Cincinnati.
It is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. And I swear to God, I haven't seen a fax in 2 weeks. Have you, Drew?
No.
Is the fax machine on?
I don't know. Ann? She in there?
She's doing something. Ann?
They all suck.
Oh, they all suck. Yeah. Okay.
Seriously.
No, I believe.
I'm not just saying that.
No, I believe you.
All right.
Okay. If you get one that's worthwhile, we'll take a look at it. Amanda.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yeah.
I think it's always funny. Other shows, guys go back home and they stay up answering email all night, and they collect faxes and they categorize things. And Drew.
Yeah.
You work for 2 hours a night. You're here about an hour and 50 minutes, and that's about it for you, isn't it?
My day is my preparation for this.
Okay. Shut Drew's mic off. He's getting cocky and out of hand. All right, Amanda, go ahead.
Stayed on. All right.
Mike must be reading some pornography or something he got off the internet.
About a week and a half ago, I had both of my nipples pierced.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if I'm going to be able to breastfeed.
Apparently you can.
Mm-hmm. You ask this question after you get them pierced?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's terrible.
Yes. But you have to take the rings and things out, but apparently you can. It doesn't.
okay.
According to the people that do this, it doesn't significantly affect.
Okay.
Do you have any kids?
Actually, I gave my daughter up for adoption 2 years ago.
Good for you, man. I mean, I'm
That's
sorry,
nice.
but good for you. Good for the daughter.
We like that, though.
Yeah.
We think adoption's good.
Yeah, it was an incredible experience.
Now, do you keep tabs on her?
Sort of, yeah. I get update letters. I don't know who the couple was, but I picked them. You know, it's like an anonymous kind of thing. But
You pick them?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Through a social service agency. Like, I get a couple profiles.
Did you have pictures of them?
Uh-huh.
Were they posing like a guy down in a football stance and the girl sort of getting behind him, like holding the ball up like Terry Bradshaw or something?
Well, I don't get the picture until after I pick the couple.
Well, shouldn't you base part of the thing on the picture so the kid thinks that's his parents, you know, so you look like them?
Well, I had a child who was like a quarter black, and so there was no way that I would have found a match that was exactly the same anyway. So.
And do you get updated pictures on your child?
You know, I asked for that to stop just because I think that would be too difficult for me.
For you. Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think it's torture to keep this sort of vicarious relationship alive. Don't you?
Yeah. Again, women are more capable of this kind of thing, I believe, than men.
Well, I heard about.
No, I disagree. I think they're less capable.
They could be more tortured by it, or more involved in it, but they have resiliency and fluidity in their emotional lives.
I'm saying the guy don't even want to raise a kid even when the kid's around.
Yeah.
So you send him off somewhere and you get a picture every once in a while, and it comes in the mail, and the guy sets his beer down on the envelope for a coaster, and then it gets a water stain on it, and he gets around to it when he gets around to it. But women really get involved with that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you're torturing yourself.
Yeah, I just to move on better with my life. I just think that.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Better.
All right. So you've moved on. You've got your nipples pierced, and you're on the road to health and success.
Yeah.
That's very good, Amanda. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. She had a very sane sound to her, this Amanda.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just because somebody has a kid doesn't mean they're insane.
No. But, she's in the taboo love thing.
The pierced nipples, you mean?
No, not the black guy.
Oh.
She's getting Come on. And then she has the kid, and she gives the kid away. Now she's got each nipple pierced.
Did she say both?
Both.
I didn't hear that.
Little acting out going on. And by the way, when until I find out the answer to the important breastfeeding dilemma, I do one. That's the way I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like if someone said, "Hey, if you went into a tan salon, can you go blind? If you don't put any eye covering on, but I want my eyelids tanned, I'd cover one eye. Just play it safe, just in case the unthinkable happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tony.
Yes.
You're 19.
Yeah, I'm 19. Yeah. I've seemed to be having problems with the girls that I hook up with. Seems like they're always interested in me because something that was bad. I haven't been able to get a nice girl or whatever. They always want to use me, get back at their parents or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Bring you home and have dad commit suicide?
No, it's their dad. I don't know. It's always been girls that have problems with their parents or something like that.
Right. They go out with you.
Yeah.
What do you do, Tony?
I sell stereos and TVs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Out of a van?
No.
No. What do you work at a store?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I hate these guys. Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Give me the skinny on these warranties that they're dying for you to have.
The warranties?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Waste of money.
Yeah, I guess.
Waste of money. Here's what these warranties. Here's how these things go. You're looking at the stereo, and you go, well, I'm looking at a stereo receiver. I don't want to spend over $400. And they go, that's too bad because $400, man, that's where you take the next step up in quality. Right about 400. You want to take the next step to quality? It's right about 400. You got your stuff that runs from about 150 to right about 389, 390, 400, and then you take the next step up. That's the next echelon. That's your echelon of quality. That's your plateau of quality. To step up from 400 about the 700 range. Now for 479, you got this Sony here. It's marked down from 529, and this thing is quality. Sony's been synonymous with quality for over 50 years. These things are bulletproof. Well, it's more than I want to spend, but all right, I'll go with the Sony. Then you pull up to the counter. You're going to need a warranty with this baby. Well, what do you mean? I thought this is synonymous with quality. Oh, you kidding? You open the box and think it'd explode. Really? I thought the Sony was the best. Well, yeah, it's good, but you never know. Some of those Japanese guys could have been drunk in the assembly line. You don't know. And the diode gets out of line, you're screwed. That's it. $700 in sodomy to get the thing fixed. And there's no warranty on these babies, and you never know. So the thing goes from this bulletproof, incredible piece of technology to this little frail origami swan in about 2 minutes. But anyway, I never buy the warranty because I figure they want you to buy the warranty, and that means you got to be losing and they got to be winning. Otherwise, they wouldn't want you to buy it.
So, Tony,
you smoke a lot of pot at work?
Nah.
Smoke a lot of pot when you get home?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Okay.
I don't get the pot thing from him.
You know?
No. So go ahead. What's the question? Exactly what can we do to help you? Let's put it that way.
I don't know. It was like, given, like, because I just moved up to where I'm staying at right now, and I've never really had this problem before, you know? And I was wondering, like, are people, like, different in, like, different areas? Like,
sure.
Huh?
How many times has this happened to you?
Oh, like 3 times.
All right, Tony, listen, you're a guy, right?
Yeah.
You pick the women you go out with?
Yeah.
All right, start picking the right women, you moron. Please. He acts like he sits around and the women come over with their parents and size him up. Start going out with other women.
And by the way, there can be a flip-sided way of looking at this. I mean, Tony may just, where he's living now, be scary to, the girls that he's taken out. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not that they choose him to freak out the parents. It's that they choose him, and he's the kind of guy that freaks out the parents.
Let me just put in one more thought on the old salesman of the electronics goods. By the way, I got this baby myself at home. Don't want to hear about that anymore because I'm sizing you up. You're 21. You make $17K a year. You wear a bad denim vest with a name tag on it. So I'm not interested in retracing your footsteps. You got it at home? That's a strike. I figure I should have one that's about 10 times as good as you have at home.
Yes.
So no more of that, I got this baby at home.
Yes, Your Royal Highness.
Everybody, and they all got the same one you want at home,
yes,
too.
Your Royal Highness. Okay, Jeanette.
Yes, hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Well, there's this guy, and I've been seeing him for like 3 weeks now, and I really like him, but like whenever, and I smoke a lot of pot, and like so he smokes me out, but then I feel really uncomfortable with him, like all he wants to do is just like make out because it kind of feels that way, but it's like, I don't know.
Okay.
Wow.
Hold on, you got to put a question together.
Yeah.
We'll put you back on hold.
Ooh.
See why the whole smoking out thing at an early age is not such a great idea?
Why?
It's like when you buy like a toy for your kid, like a jungle gym or something.
Right.
There's some assembly required. Mm-hmm. That's really how stoners talk. It's like some assembly required in my speech. I'll go ahead and give you the beats. You can go ahead and put them together. It's like you can look at the package and go, yeah, I kind of know what that is. I think I could do that. But you don't really have the time all the time to put everything together yourself. That's what that was. You add the connector words and go ahead and put a little emphasis on this and that, and you might be able to form
it's also good
cohesive
not
question.
To have everything go in circles. Try to go straight in a line towards the question.
All right. Well, we'll get back to her. Don.
How's it going, man?
Good. You're 24.
Yes, sir.
All righty then. You a military guy?
No, I've been kicked out of the Navy.
Just got that vibe. That is, I'll go with military guy. Yeah. Anyone's been in the service or kicked out of the service, military guy. Hey, the guy who works in my house, Dave, got kicked out of the Navy.
For what?
Beat up a superior officer in a bar in San Francisco, and his shoe was classified as a deadly weapon.
Oof.
That's bad, by the way. His shoe. Beat the guy with his shoe.
This guy hangs at your house.
Yeah, this is the kind of guy you want on your side.
I promise the shoe was not.
This guy's shoe is a deadly weapon. Imagine what this guy does with a shotgun.
The shoe was on his foot, not. It wasn't hitting it over the head with it.
Yeah, he was wearing one of those creepers, and that's why it was, because there's about 40 pounds of rubber on those things, and they come to a jagged point.
That's nice.
Well, the guy was talking on the payphone and wouldn't get off. You know, what are you going to do?
Oh, sure.
Too bad he was out of uniform. He didn't know it was a superior officer. That's all right. Let's work on my house now. Don?
Yeah.
What'd you get thrown out of the Navy for?
Smoking pot.
Oh, okay. See, I don't want you working on my house. Sitting around watching cartoons all day, getting into my stash. My stash, Drew, you get it?
Yeah. What's going on, Don?
Well, ever since I was, I've had this one wet dream about a young girl. Young, and I'm scared. And ever since then, I've been having this recurring dream about a young girl, sexual. And it's a wet dream, so. And anytime I go over to her friend's house.
I'd toss your ass out of the Navy for that, especially if I was on the lower bunk.
It's somebody you actually know?
No, it's just total. It's somebody I don't even know. Just a young, 10 years old.
You just said every time I go over to her house.
No, every time I go over to somebody's house, or if I go over to a friend's house and they have like a little girl, I start getting aroused and I get scared and I leave. And I'm scared to have a kid because I don't know what I do. I don't know.
This is interesting.
I want to change myself.
That's good.
Well, then get some treatment.
Well, how's he do that?
Get a therapist. Get somebody to take a look at you and see what can be done.
You married?
No.
You have a girlfriend?
I wish.
Oh, you don't?
Well, I'm dating a chick. She's 16.
You're
halfway home there, Don.
On the road, Don.
Yeah.
You got to get some help, right? Please. Or else don't have kids. And don't be around kids.
Yeah, I know.
That's your choice.
Don?
And I got one thing to say about that marijuana. I've been smoking marijuana since I'm 13.
He's not addicted.
I'm physically addicted.
Hey.
I need a joint every day at least.
Right.
That's right.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Here's what I want you to do. First off, you got to get an older girlfriend, for Christ's sake. Number two, I want you to get some help with this. And number three, I want you to keep one of those cyanide capsules in your mouth, like those German Nazi officers. And if you ever see yourself just coming at a kid, like charging, like uncontrollably, just bite down on it. That's a good idea. I like that. All right, I've got a lot of good ideas. Well, what the hell are you doing tonight?
You lost the woman you abused.
I didn't abuse her. I told her to get her thoughts straight before she comes on the phone.
I put her back up.
All right, you did?
Josh.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
What's going on? You're on the air.
How's it going?
Good. What's up?
Right.
Well, I get first-time caller. I never called before. Been listening to the show for a year now and really enjoying it. But I guess my problem is pretty straight and simple, but I can't seem to solve it. Pretty much since, I guess, about 2 years ago.
Drew farted again, Jeff.
You guys, pull it together.
It was not me. Come on.
Yeah, pull my cheeks together. We'd be out of this mess.
Tie your butt hairs together.
Hold on. Scott, shut the door. You're letting the phone out. You're letting it out. Come on. I'm sorry, Josh. What's going on? Oh, please.
2 years ago, I went out with this girl. I was the senior in high school, and I'm now a college student. And basically, I went out with her, and you know, we hit it off real well. And I guess I broke up with her after a year, and I went away to school and had a girlfriend, and I saw other girls off and on. But ever since then, I've always compared every girl that I've been with her.
Yeah. And, well, you're still thinking about her. That's natural.
And the real problem is that, like, when I'm having sex with other girls, I picture myself with her.
Right.
And that's the problem I have is that I
hey, it's getting in my coffee. Oh, for Christ's sake. No, I'm melting. Oh, Drew, come on. They're coming in here with Airwick, my mortal enemy. Please. No,
and so I have the problem that's starting to concern me is I've been having dreams about it a lot lately.
All right. Can you get this chick back?
See, that's the thing. I mean, I saw her after I broke up with my last girlfriend. I was with her again for a while just to make myself feel better. But then I really started, liking her again. And
how long ago was this?
This was about maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
No.
All right, age appropriate is true. You're 20, you got locked into this one chick, you're obsessing over her, you're working her in her as a fantasy when you're having sex with other women. You're not over her, and everyone goes through this.
But he's on and off and on and off. He's just been 3 months, for crying out loud.
Right.
If you want to go back, go back.
But listen, here's what we're saying to you, Josh. It's not bizarre behavior by any stretch of the imagination. Everyone goes through maybe 2 of these relationships in their life.
Well,
it takes a while. It always feels like you're the only one that's ever happening to, and no one's pain could be as bad as your own. But believe me, it is.
What?
Jesus, I'm breathing in all this
That's wonderful.
toxic
please,
Glade. Oh, Mike.
Adam, please.
Could shoot you for that.
You ruined his buzz.
Yeah. Now we got the can right here.
I love it.
All right.
We're going to fight fire.
Oh, boy.
With Glade.
Stephanie,
Hello.
you're 17.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a serious problem for you.
All right.
Okay, 2 days ago, I walked into my brother's room, and he was humping my dog.
What do you mean by that?
He was, like, having sex with it.
How was he doing that?
He had his dick in the dog.
What kind of dog you got?
A German Shepherd.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got a German Shepherd, and I swear to God, I can't rub that thing's belly without it taking a piece of my hand. I mean, that thing's got razor-sharp teeth. It's teething. It's going nuts, and I can't even, like, stroke its paw without it digging into me. I couldn't imagine getting my penis anywhere near that dog.
Yeah, this is a really nice dog.
It's nice? How old is it?
4 years.
Mm-hmm. And so it's a female?
Mm-hmm.
And he was, like, coming up behind it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And did he know that you saw him?
Uh-uh.
How old is he?
He's 15.
Age appropriate.
Hardly. I have a hard time believing this, frankly.
Oh. You think she'd be more disturbed?
More disturbed, and it doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit. All right, Stephanie. We don't believe you. So unless you have something that's going to get us to believe you in about 10 seconds, we're going to hang up.
No, I am dead serious. And
Well-
I'm, like, really worried about this, so... And
What's the dog's name?
Huh? Excuse me?
What's the dog's name?
Casey?
Well, you need to notify your parents.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
How about Betty White?
No, you need to call the parents.
How do I, like, bring up the subject?
At least I got that joke, I think.
There's going to be no easy way to do it. I mean, your parents need an opportunity to get him some help.
What about the dog's parents? You think they should be notified?
If they're available. But I really think this is this could be some real trouble.
How you think this is? I mean, how deviant? I know. See, I know, Drew. You grew up in a fairly uptight, world, and you went to the Little Lord Fauntleroy School for anorexic hemophiliacs or albino hemophiliacs, and everything was nice. But I can tell you, I grew up with some pretty scroungy guys from the Valley, and
don't you wish somebody had intervened on them when there was still time?
Yeah, don't worry. The law got involved later on. But
that's the point.
But at 15, these guys were in all kinds of weird stuff, and it was sort of just, I mean, this is pushing the envelope just a little bit. There's no doubt about it. But
somebody could have helped
There's
them.
a pretty broad spectrum of weird stuff that 15-year-olds do sexually.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Stephanie. What if you tell the guy... your brother, that is, that listen, you know what's going down, and if the dog winks at you one more time, you're telling the folks. So just back off. You know what's going on. It's weird. Quit it.
He knows it's wrong, though.
I know he does, but
Why
there's
give him a chance?
well because there's things that people know are wrong that you do when you're 15. That it's like
Stephanie, does your brother bug you a lot?
No, not really.
Really, you have a really good relationship?
Yeah.
Right, here's something, man.
Here's a great way.
Here's a good one. Let's just say, like, everyone shoplifts when they're young. Like when they're kids.
No.
No? Okay. A lot of kids shoplift. Mike, you shop? You steal anything? Yeah. Okay, the point is You don't necessarily need to get the cops involved. Sometimes if the security guy grabs your arm and says, I know what you did, and scares the crap out of you, and you go put the thing back, that'll be the last time you do it. Maybe you can be that security guard. Maybe your parents are your cops, and maybe you yank the guy on the arm once and tell him you know what's going on and tell him to knock it off. And if there's anything close to it again, then you tell the parents.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm more for that.
I still think that this means something.
Well, it's not a good sign.
Right.
As a parent, it's not one of the things you hope for. Like when you close your eyes and you're holding your little infant son and you're picturing him like, throwing a touchdown in a high school football game, or wearing the graduation cap and gown and getting onto the honor roll or something like that. Mounting the dog would not be in that thought bubble.
No.
Would it, Drew?
No.
Speaking of thought bubbles, I'm going to see if I can work a little something else before the show's over. Now, where's that Glade? Let's get that out of here right away. And we'll be back.
Oh yeah, everybody now. Yes, and we'll be right back in a minute. LoveLine will be right
Radio that keeps you up at night. It's LoveLine, only on WEBN.
Hello, my name's Dickie Barrett.
My name's Joe Gittleman.
We're in the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, and you're listening to LoveLine
with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Oh, Dickie and Joe. I miss those boys.
Where they been?
Well, Dickie called me about a month ago from Boston and said that somebody was going to put him in a movie. The guy did Chasing Amy and Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Said he wanted to do LoveLine, and he'd put Dickie in the movie if you could get him on LoveLine. But I told Dickie he already did LoveLine. And I said, I was talking to him from my dressing room, and I said, we are taping the very last LoveLine of this batch, so unless he can fly out here and be here and bump Carol Leifer, it ain't going to happen. But certainly we'd have him on the radio.
Yeah.
He's doing all this promotional stuff with MTV anyway. Have you seen any of that? Kevin Smith and,
No, I haven't.
and the other guy from Mallrats, and you have seen any of that, Drew?
Nope.
Jay.
Is it Jay with the long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is. Does he have a movie coming out or something?
I'm not sure.
No? Okay. Well, anyway. If he
Kevin's been here before.
Yep.
He certainly has, and if he wants to, and he's going out with Joey Lauren
Adams, they broke up. Remember, she was here with him that night.
That
They were on the
fool.
TV show, too.
She must have dumped him. He wouldn't dump her.
I don't know.
Anyone want to know why you should make movies? Take a look at Joey Lauren. What's her last name? Adams? Yeah. Take a look at her. Take a look at Kevin
Smith.
Yeah. That's why you should make movies. Not an ugly man. I'm just saying. She's a piece of ass.
The personal rating score.
Yes. Get everyone go to film school immediately. TJ.
Hey, how you doing?
You're 19.
Yeah. Lately, my sex drive has been mad low, and I don't understand what's going on. I used to, think about it all the time, and now I don't quite as much. And
You're not a young man anymore. You're 19.
Yeah, but
it's time to start curtailing that activity.
Have you been depressed?
Maybe a little bit.
You're taking any
I
medications?
hardly even masturbate anymore at all.
Ooh.
Sometimes I even find myself almost forcing myself to, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Are you taking any medication?
This is serious.
No.
You doing drugs?
I smoke bud every once in a while.
How often is once in a
It
while?
hasn't done anything to it in the past.
How often is once in a while?
Maybe a couple times a week.
That shouldn't do anything.
Do you see your grandparents getting it on recently?
No.
No.
I have a girlfriend, and she really does excite me a lot, and everything like that. But sometimes it's hard to maintain my erection long enough.
Is this a scary relationship for you?
Scary? Nah, I don't think so. Well, 4 or 5 months ago, I got off of a real long-term one.
Mm-hmm.
And
was that tough? Was that tough?
Yeah, it was real tough.
Are you starting to get some of the same feelings again?
Somewhat, yes.
That could be pretty scary if you're threatened with the loss all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So it dredges up all that old stuff that you were so busily trying to get over. I mean, it can all kinds of effects on you.
Yeah. Guys go through little, I don't know, for some guys, sexual drive is like working out. You know, they get a couple of weeks, couple of months together where they hit the gym every day, and then, pow, 2 weeks goes by and they can't scrape their ass off the sofa.
Yeah.
It does a little bit of that.
Oh, yes.
And it's not like, oh, your prostate's going to explode or someone's putting saltpeter in your food or what. You don't have to chalk it up to anything. Sometimes you're off for a couple of weeks and then you come back again with a vengeance.
There are definitely some biological rhythms going on.
Okay. I have a house guest staying at the house now and have been off of my masturbatory rhythm for some days now.
I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah.
We feel very,
taking
very...
some time out, yeah.
Just feel for you.
Yeah. No, I feel all right. I didn't know how I would feel. It'd been so long.
Think you'd survive?
No, I thought I'd get an aneurysm and my forehead would explode. But now I feel good. Look at me.
Imagine that.
In one piece.
Yeah.
I'd even go as far as to say I'm a little more alert. I think a little more clearly.
Certainly have a lot more time in your day.
Yeah, that's right. No, Drew, please. I have that down. I have such a, I do that on the phone while I'm typing. Please. Oh, wait a minute, you joker. All right, I put him on hold? Yeah, okay. Chris.
Yes.
You're 21.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
I have a question. I bought a psychiatry book from the library, and it states that, among other things, homosexuality is a mental disorder. Does it still hold true?
That was out of a 40-year-old book?
Yeah, this is like 1972.
Was a guy wearing horn-rimmed glasses and have a, buzz cut?
No, actually, it was by a woman.
Okay, was she wearing horn-rimmed glasses and have a buzz cut?
I don't think so, no.
Could have been a lesbian. Well, listen, everybody hates it, but, yeah, I'll go with a mental disorder. It affects the penis, but it starts emotionally.
Well, it is not being conceptualized as a pathological disorder today. It's thought to be a combination of a biological predisposition combined with some environmental issue, and it's not. The theory is that there can be a mature orientation and a fully developed character without any significant emotional disorder attached to it. Now, there are people that believe that it is symptomatic of some sort of developmental arrest, that there's some issues left behind in terms of just the way a fetish would have some sort of some overwhelming feeling attached to a certain orientation. But it doesn't mean necessarily there's something emotionally wrong or pathological about the person.
Well, here's my take. I think it's something emotional. I think there's something up mentally. But on the other hand, there's many emotional dispositions you have that aren't necessarily bad things.
Right, they're not pathological.
You show me a real successful guy. You show me a Ted Turner. You show me a Donald Trump. I'm going to show you a guy who has an emotional...
Has issues.
It has issues, but they manifest themselves into owning and buying huge corporations and sleeping 4 hours a day and making deals instead of spending time with your wife and kids and all that kind of crap. The point is there's many a thing that most successful people have a problem that leads them that direction. Certainly just about any comedian, any performer, any guys like this. I mean, you got to look at this Aaron Spellings. I brought the guy up before. He's 75. He's got the $700 billion in the bank. He lives in a castle, and he hauls his bony ass out of bed every morning and hustles down to crank out some more crap. Tell me there's got to be something wrong with him, but no one has a problem with him.
Well, like with obsessive compulsive people, I find some of those traits actually desirable. And
that's right. In our culture, that can be put to good use. And yet the individual may get to the point where the symptoms it causes are unpleasant or overwhelming. Then it's a problem.
Well,
are you gay?
I'm not, no.
Huh?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Excuse me?
What?
No, well, I feel... Then shouldn't this be something that should be rather treated than accepted? I mean, I don't have something against gay people. I don't agree that.
Should we treat all obsessive compulsives?
I suppose.
I mean, you got to treat Aaron Spellings then, right?
Only when it gets in the way of normal behavior, I suppose.
Well, what's normal? Here we go. I mean, it's got to be unpleasant to the individual who has.
Well, listen, I at the risk of sounding politically incorrect, I agree with Chris that there is a percentage of gay, lesbian, and bisexual people out there who could probably use a little counseling, and this whole hey, whatever you are is whatever you are, if you don't accept it you're a Nazi is a bunch of bull crap, if you ask me. If there's some 16-year-old and they claim to be bisexual and you find out it's because they were molested, then go ahead and let them get some therapy for it and sort it out, because it's a manifestation of the molestation proclamation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and is impairing their ability to have intimacy.
Now, if the guy's 25 and he's been with women for a few years and he decides he's had enough, he'd like to be with a man, and there's nothing weird in his, past, then so be it. Go ahead, get that mock turtleneck and make the scene. Now, listen, I love gay men. You know that. I have said many times it would be a Dickie, as producer Ann said, it would be a much better world if men were all gay. I'd have a monopoly on the chicks. Oh, boy, would me and Ann's relationship change in a heartbeat. They're more into recycling. They're less into violence. It'd be a cleaner, tidier, better-smelling world.
Well, they're also more productive and more better educated.
Right. They get up earlier. They go to bed later. Emma.
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yep.
Yeah. And the companies that manufactured beef jerky, they'd all go under. Gay men don't like that beef jerky. You never see a gay guy eating beef jerky. Know what I mean, Drew?
No.
Okay.
Emma.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm 16, and I'm just finishing up with spring break. So I met this guy. He's 18, and I figured, okay, whatever, it's spring break. I'm never going to see this guy again. So I can tell him, whatever, I'm 18. It doesn't matter. But, whatever. So we ended up having this, amazing connection, whatever. And so I might see him again now. But I feel guilty about lying to him. I don't know if I should tell him or what.
Are you actually going to have a relationship? Do you live in the same vicinity?
No, but we're, chances are we're going to see each other soon.
If you're going to have a relationship, you've got to tell him your age. But
I don't know how.
Confess.
Can't you stomp your foot 16 times?
Let him know. Just explain it to him just the way it just did to us. I think if he's really into you, he will accept this.
How old's the guy?
I think she's 18.
He's 18?
She's 16.
Yeah.
It's not totally out of range.
No, it's better. Yeah. Guy's going to be more into it. All right, Drew, why don't you sell the next call, and then we'll go to break.
Oh, boy. We're going to talk to Mike, who confessed to his family that his granddad had sexually abused him.
Oh, this is good.
Mom's pissed.
This is worth waiting for.
All right. Okay. The phone number for LoveLine is 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine, I'll be right back.
Oh, you're right there. It's LoveLine on WEBN.
Hello, everybody. It's the LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew.
Slow motion here. Ooh, Adam, I knew this would happen. You're getting homosexuality commentaries.
Oh, good. That's why I said it.
All right, I figured that.
Listen, everybody. Here's my second tip for tonight. First tip was buy a pair of $8 socks and enjoy.
Second tip, don't listen to anything that comes out of Adam Carolla's mouth.
No. Second tip was turn the ringer off on your phone. When you go to bed at night. I turn my ringer off religiously. And people say to me, what happens if your dad has a heart attack and he's in the hospital and it's 4:30 in the morning? My answer is always, yeah. Well, he's in the hospital. It's 4:30. Yeah? Well, I'll be up at 9. Who the hell wants to get that call 5 in the morning, rush to the hospital anyway? And think about it. One heart attack. It's not really worth.
All right, let's go on.
How many heart attacks can your dad have?
I don't want to.
The point. Here's my point. I go to bed very late last night, about 3 a.m., and I'm shutting my ringer off as per usual because there's I may forget to brush my teeth or shower or do a million things, but I never forget to shut my ringer on. But I realize me, Drew, and Marshall, the guy who was writing the book, is in New York, and we have this conference call at 10 a.m.
Right.
And I think to myself, I'll set the alarm, and I'll get up at 10, and I'll turn the ringer back on the phone. Then I think to myself, what if Drew calls at like 10 to 10, and I don't get up yet, and they're calling from New York? And I go back and forth in my mind for a while, and I go, you know what? It's 3 in the morning. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll leave the ringer on. I'll put the phone by the side of the bed.
Nobody will call.
No one's going to call between now. It's 3 a.m. and 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's Sunday morning, for Christ's sake. I'll turn the thing on, and then when they can just wake me up when it comes time to do the conference call.
Yep.
Beautiful. I go back and forth a few times, and I go, no. Put the phone down. 8:45 this morning, phone rings. And I get the electronic voice. Hold on for Bob Smith, please. Uh-huh. Hi, it's Bob Smith from First Mortgage Financial Company.
Oh,
okay.
my God.
I hang up immediately. Bob? Yeah, boom, hang up. Phone rings back 10 seconds later. Adam, real fast now. Adam, it's Bob Smith. We have the papers on your house. Huh? We're your mortgage company. Don't hang up. Oh, okay. Yeah, what do you want? We haven't received a payment last week. Or last month. Oh, well, why not? I don't know. We haven't got it. You should have got it. My guy should have sent that out to you. No, he didn't, but we switched last month, and maybe that's not why we didn't get it. Okay, call him up and stop calling me up. We can't call him. Why not? There's a law. We cannot contact him. Well, I'll give you a phone number, and I'll look the other way. No, we can't do it. Listen, but Pamela Lee can't stop from getting her videotape shown on the Internet. You tell me you can't call my account and get your damn money? Yeah. No, we can't. Okay. I'll tell him to call you. Okay. You have a pen? No, I'm in bed. Let me get up. I'm writing this whole thing. About halfway into it, the guy does this, and it's kind of flattering. Is this the Adam Carolla? I said, yes, this is the pissed off Adam Carolla. Oh, that's great. How you doing? I'm like, it's Sunday morning. Why do you call Sunday morning? And then smart-ass people always go, because I know you're going to be home.
That's right.
Oh. Now I'm up, by the way, and I got to ride out the next hour before Drew calls. So, everyone, expensive socks, turn the ringer off on the phone.
If you have kids, doesn't matter.
Mike,
They're
you're 29.
Getting before the phone rings.
Oh, boy.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on?
Oh, not too much. First of all, would you like some wine with that cheese?
Oh, yeah, Drew, do you need a little Chardonnay with that?
Don't need anything. Gas mask.
Anyway,
you want to sniff the cork, buddy?
Are you there?
Yeah, Mike, what's up?
Okay. Look, my question's pretty simple. Do I have the right to be angry? And I'll give you the background. Basically, it boils down to...
Well, state your question, please.
Okay. Do I have the right to be angry that my mother knew that my grandfather was molesting me? Even though she stopped it, she never told me that she knew. She never came to me and said, hey, look, I know you went through this. I'm really sorry you had to go through this.
Of course you should be.
Yes.
I mean,
you have the right to be angry at her even if she didn't know, just by virtue of the fact. Was this her dad?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be pissed at her anyway.
He probably abused her, too.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
He did. But see, I finally get the guts to talk about it and say something to a family member, and she goes off the deep end. She doesn't want nothing to do with me.
Well, it's reminding her of her past with him.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy situation, Mike. I mean, maybe you can stop this cycle, but your mom's in deep. I mean, to the point that she had to serve up her own son, and they couldn't do anything about it, really.
No.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, and obviously she knew what this guy was capable of. She couldn't keep him. I mean, you should have been supervised like, he should have been like when Hannibal Lecter was being transported to the airplane to meet the governor. He should have been strapped to a refrigerator dolly with a hockey mask on anytime you were within a quarter mile of this guy.
Yep, that's right.
She just left you alone with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, it's a death sentence. So, here's the deal, and I don't know what the right answer is, but obviously you have the right to be upset at her. You have the right to be upset at her because she didn't protect you from this guy. On the other hand, she got victimized and screwed up. Then you can be pissed at this guy, but Lord knows what this guy went through.
Yeah. Well, it's got to stop somewhere, and adults have to be accountable for their behaviors.
There you go,
I
Drew.
would be pissed off at both of them. Any feelings you are having are valid. This is a very traumatizing situation, but you do need to show some, at least, ability to understand that mom has got her own very serious issues, and there's a reason that she couldn't. It wasn't that she didn't love you, or she wouldn't have wanted to, and now she can't even accept the fact that it's happened or even talk about it. It's a mess.
And by the way, this is why when you're in this kind of condition, you shouldn't have kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because here's the kind of parent you are. I got molested by dad. I think I'll drop Junior off with Grandpa.
Yeah.
That's the kind of parent you become.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right. Steven?
Hi.
Hey, you're 21.
How you doing?
What's going on over there?
Oh, my God. I'm kind of upset at you guys right now.
Yeah, Drew especially.
Wait, not me.
You too. I'm a homosexual, and I have a very hard time believing that it's anything mental. As far as being mentally ill.
That's what I said.
I have been
Steven, you got to listen to what we said.
No, I understand what you said.
What did you say, Drew?
I said that it has nothing to do with mental illness, that it's a biological predisposition.
No, you didn't. You said it had something to do with your environment.
And the environment, some environmental issues, with just like everything else in human behavior, it's a combination of the biology.
Well, listen, it's mental, but does it have to be ill?
No, right. It's a brain event, but it's not pathologized.
But the way that you guys had made it come across is that it was, the way that Adam had made it come across is that it was a mental negative ill thing. And I just wanted to say that I've been in counseling for several years, very good counseling. And I was just recently told, because of my insecurities, that I was normal. And when I hear things like that, I have a very hard time accepting, because I know what I am and who I am, and I know that I am normal or compared to the next average person. And I just think it's kind of crazy to hear something like that.
Well, I don't want to get people up in arms, and I'm certainly not in any of this gay bashing or any of that other kind of nonsense. I have quite a few gay friends, and as I stated at the end, I really wish a higher percentage of society was gay, and I mean that. I absolutely do. Professional sports may suffer a little bit, but I think in the big picture, we'd be in a much better place. Most of the gay guys I know are better than the straight guys.
You said a few nice things about them, but in the beginning, you made it sound like, you were sick, or this is what it was, or you should get counseling or therapy to try to fix it.
Well, the people we talk to have problems, and usually got pushed in one direction or another sexually, and now it manifests itself in a certain way. Like I said, if someone is 16, they call this show and they say, I think I'm gay, and we say, why? Anything happened to you? And they go, well, I was molested by my uncle for a few years. Then we go, well, maybe you're not gay. Maybe the fact that your uncle molested you has gotten you going this direction, in which case, go sort it out. And then when you're done sorting it out, if you're still into guys, God bless you, but look into it.
But when I was 5 years old, I was kind of molested by a next-door neighbor who was a guy.
Well, this is what we're talking about.
But I also remember, however, when you were younger, the people experimenting and playing, I used to play with girls as well.
Right.
And I never thought of myself as being molested, because I kind of liked the activity. And I thought it was biological. I don't molest kids. I'm not interested in that. I don't consider that I was molested because of that, and I don't think that that's why I'm gay.
How old was the guy from next door, though?
He was like 16.
And you were like 5?
Yeah, he was much older than me.
Well, that's a little bit of an event. You may be what I was talking about, Steven.
But that's not why I'm gay. But I'm saying I can prove that because of all the years of counseling that I've been in.
All right.
I'm stable, and
all right. You're kind of making my point, but all right anyway. All right, here's the deal, though, Steven.
That's why I'm contradicting myself, because I said I used to play with girls as well.
All right, but ultimately, here's what I'm saying. I want everyone to be at their happiest. If they're not hurting anybody and they're not hurting themselves, whatever floats your boat, that's wonderful. And
but don't make it sound like it's a choice.
Okay. You had no choice.
Right.
Except for you were molested at 5 by a guy who was 16 who lived next door to you. But that wasn't a factor.
I don't think that's a factor, no.
Okay. All right. Good luck in counseling, Stephen.
Thank you.
And enjoy.
Okay.
God bless you. Well, that's kind of what I was talking about, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why don't we just get that on this show?
I know, but we just point out the patterns.
All right.
We're not making judgments.
I don't want to piss anyone off. Listen, I love gay men, and you know how I mean that. I wish they'd drive bigger cars, so let's drive this little cars. That's another thing. I bet you gay men's automobiles get an extra 8 to 10 miles a gallon. Those little Miatas. Guys, you don't see them in those big dually pickup trucks. Those big club cabs with the dualies, wheels, big six-wheelers, big 4x, raised off the ground, getting 4.5 miles a gallon. You don't see that.
No.
They're driving like a little Sprint convertible, getting 75 miles a gallon. Much better planet. Much better planet. Plus, they don't build a lot of stuff out of wood, so they wouldn't be cutting down the old growth forest. Redwood and all that. Ecologically, much better place to be living.
You just sit and think about, contemplate that. We'll go to break, right?
Well, how many gay guys you know who build decks?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll go to break.
Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. We'll be right back.